Alright, rock addicts, this is DJ REM, and I have the metal vocalist Eric Claro on the line. How you doing, brother?
Hey, pretty good, man. How are you?
Not too bad. Why don't you start by introducing yourself and kind of give us a lowdown on what's going on with you right now?
Okay. I'm Eric Claro. I'm currently I'm a metal singer, and I'm in a new band, a new project that I just joined. The band is called Keeping Up with the Dead, and I just started working with these guys. It's been about, I've done a couple of weeks with them, and just been working with new material and a couple of old material that they're doing as well. But I'm definitely, just trying to write some new lyrics for some of the old songs that they've done, that they've released with their CD. So I'm just trying to keep up with them, keeping up with the Dead.
Okay, so you've been with them, 2 weeks now, you said?
A little more than 2 weeks, actually. We're probably looking at close to almost 3 weeks to a month. So I've been with the guys for a little longer than 2 weeks, but we've had back-to-back rehearsals. So I've been doing a lot of work with them.
Okay, yeah. Very cool. And I know you've been kind of out there looking for something. How did you hook up with these guys?
Actually, the drummer hit me up first. I did put out an ad a while back, and but I got some responses here and there, and the drummer just wrote me in my email and said, "We're looking for a singer. Would you like to come down?" And I was working with another project at the time, so I couldn't really jump into it right away with these guys. So it took about a week or two before I got back with them and checked up with them to see if there's still, the vocalist position available. And lucky enough, it was still open, and I went and auditioned, and, like I said, luckily enough, they liked me, so it all worked out and panned out well, and now I'm with the band.
Okay, very cool. And what, so, I know you mentioned you're like recording new material. What, do you guys have any live shows or anything? Are you guys ready for that yet?
Right now, we're probably going to be ready by, mid to late December into January of next year. So we just want to make sure that everything is, everything is, the I's are dotted and everything, and the T's are crossed. We just want to make sure everything's good and sounding perfect, and all the lyrics are down before we even attempt the show. And with me working with lyrics, as musicians know, especially vocalists, it does take a little time to learn words and to learn melodies and to really get it all pinned down. So that's the position I'm in right now. I'm just getting everything perfected before we even attempt to get on a stage. Yeah.
Okay, well, very good. Well, I'm always interested to hear what you're up to, and I definitely appreciate you calling in and everything. So, and I know we have listeners out there that probably have not heard an interview that I've done with you before, so I always definitely, want to kind of help educate them about who Eric is. So why don't you kind of give me some background on, what kind of influences in your life you've had, and what got you into singing?
Okay. Well, in the 80s, I'm an old school, classic rock guy, so I grew up listening to bands like Deep Purple, Rainbow, to like, some southern rock stuff, and I just picked up from that and just started singing along with it. And in junior high, I ended up getting into the choir, and kind of said, "Oh wow, this is kind of cool." Singing with a bunch of other people and performing at malls and stuff. During the Christmas season. So I ended up doing that, and just getting into the rock bands and stuff that I was listening to at the time. And when high school came around, I ended up ended up just getting into a bunch of heavier bands like Maiden, Priest, and then after that I got into Slayer and Venom, and after that Pantera. So it got heavier and heavier, but then I started singing along with some of the stuff that was going on. But pretty much I was into the Dio, Iron Maiden area, just because I felt really comfortable singing that kind of material, and I really caught on to Dio's voice and also Bruce Dickinson. So, you know, those are pretty much my main influences that really rocketed me into joining bands and stuff like that.
Geez, those are terrible influences too, you know?
You know? I was going to look up the Carpenter. I mean, I got into the Carpenters for a while and Air Supply, but it just did not fucking work, man. And I had to move forward with what was in front of me.
Well, I'm very glad you did, sir.
Well, stay here, brother, you know?
Oh. So, where is, to mention the new band again for a minute, what social networking and websites and stuff do you guys use? Where's a good place for people to come to find out about the band?
Well, actually, the band, you could go to keepingupwiththedead.com, and you could just find, you know, I don't know if the new song that I've done with them have been put up yet, but definitely some of the recordings of the old vocalist is still there, so I don't really know when that will be taken down. I guess as soon as we get more material up is when those songs will start coming off the page. But that's your best bet is keepingupwiththedead.com.
Okay.
Yeah, and I also have, you know, a couple of songs on my Reverb Nation page as well that people can go to, which is reverbnation.com/Eric Claro vocalist, and they can just check stuff out there.
Right. And I did see, you know, the track that you sent me that I'm going to play tonight when we're done, I did see that they have that on the Facebook page.
Oh, right. Good. Yeah. They've actually been promoting me as their new lead singer, which is really cool. And so now it's really, you know, starting to get some likes on there and some people getting in there and listening to it. So, which is a really cool thing. And I really look forward to spending a lot of time with these guys and seeing where it takes us.
Yeah, well, very cool, and definitely wish you the best of luck for sure. Hey, Jersey Joe in the chat, he wants to know if you like Boston.
I love Boston. I love vocals that have a lot of great melodies, vocals that have a lot of character to them. Like Yes is another favorite of mine. Boston, Yes, just harmonizing, a lot of harmonies involved in it. I totally dig. So yeah, Boston is right up there for me.
And I don't know if you remember, but one of the guys in the chat tonight, this goes back to my previous places that I won't name that I DJ'd at. They DJ Buzz. I don't know if you remember him.
Yes.
He's in the chat tonight, and he's just making some comments here, you know, saying you're diverse, and what else did he say?
I really appreciate that. Yeah, you know what, I can. It's funny because my parents, my dad listens to a lot of country music, man, and I really don't want to throw it out there, but I kind of was influenced with that as well, along with some, you know, southern rock, like I said, some Molly Hatchet, some Blackfoot, stuff like that, and I really like the way that style of music is, and from there, like I said, it just evolved into the heavier rock and the Dio type stuff and Iron Maiden, and from there I just kind of progressed into my own voice, which actually took a while to really find and really dig into. So it really took me a lot of digging to really find my own style of voice. But you still hear a little bit of peaks from Dio and the Maiden style there, but as much as possible, I'd like to really, put myself out there as a vocalist, so my own style. Yeah.
and you definitely have. I tell you what, when I hear your stuff, I know that it's you, and so you definitely. I think you have a unique sound. That's a killer sound. So that's just my opinion, but I'm going to go with my opinion's right.
It actually is, man. So.
And the other thing I have to say is, as far as throwing the country out there, that when you're talking to me, man, I don't care what kind of music you like. I don't care what kind of music anybody likes. If it's music that sounds good to you, that's all that matters.
Right, exactly. And you know what? It's a lot of these. Not that I get tired of listening to them. I love metal. I love rock. I love hard rock. I love country. I love some southern rock. I love I have a wide variety and a wide range of stuff that I listen to. Not that I would play them, but I just dig them. There's just times where it's like, oh, okay, some Loretta Lynn, and from Willie Nelson, then all of a sudden I'll turn on some Iron Maiden into Pantera into Megadeth, So it's a wide variety, and I listen to everything, man, except rap. I can't. It's hard for me to really get into rap.
See, I love rap too. I'm crazy, man. I can go from rap to Slayer to Garth Brooks. Those 3 songs right in a row. It doesn't bother me a bit.
That's quite a variety there, man. But yeah, it's just all about good music and taste and what catches your ear, and it's all about the individual, and that's how I look at it. So.
Buzz just said in the chat, he's like, I hope he's not a gangsta rap.
Right on, Buzz.
Buzz, I'm from the street.
That's right, exactly. He's gonna gank you, brother.
You better watch it.
So, yeah.
Okay, so here's a good question for you. If I grabbed your iPod, your MP3 player, however you like to listen to music, what bands would I find you listening to right now?
Oh, man.
On the spot.
Summer Breeze, dude. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm really into...
Did I hear Justin Bieber? What?
No, dude. I hate never. No, never. That doesn't even sound... But more like... I'm really into this Opeth. Opeth is really doing a lot for me right now. I'm digging their style. They're very obscure. They've got that rock sound along with the metal, with the grind, and the death metal sound. So it's a combination of a lot of things, dude. So pretty much like a lot of Opeth, and then I listen to Boston is one of them. That's on my iPod. Yes. So I listen to a lot of classic rock as well. So.
Very cool, and I'm going to have to throw it out there. If you dig OTEP, and if you haven't yet, check out Butcher Babies.
Butcher Babies?
Yes.
Never heard of them.
You're going to have to check them out. All-female band, and they shred.
Okay. Oh, I think you're talking about OTEP. I'm talking about Opeth. They're a band from Sweden.
Oh, Opeth. Yes, I know. Okay. I misheard you. Sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? I do like Otep as well. I think she's got an insane voice. It goes into that heavy, deep growling, and then it goes into some rap singing. So it's cool. Yeah, I like that stuff too.
Well, see, we're finding out new things right now.
Okay, good. Go all night.
Exactly. So, what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at a live show you've done? I'm always curious to know these things.
Live show. There was a show we did, I believe it was with Armored Saint at the Tea Club in Hollywood. And so we were getting ready to go on, all set and stuff. So we got on stage, started doing all our stuff, and this woman in the front row, dude, she looked like she was probably mid-50s, but she looked kind of crazy, with the black hair and makeup and stuff and leather jacket. And whatever part of the stage, I just kind of kept my eyes on her because she was just following me left and right on the stage. I was going, wait a minute. And then I stopped in the middle, and she stopped in the middle of the stage. I mean, in the middle of the floor. And I moved back, and she would just follow me left and right, man. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? And so, we finally finished the song. I started talking, and she kept yelling, "Dio is alive." I didn't know what that meant.
She must have thought Dio was alive in you, man.
I found that as a good thing, but at the same time, it was kind of insane that she would be yelling stuff like that out. That I can't even put myself next to what Dio has done and who Dio is, but I try my best to do my own thing. But yeah, that was just one of the things that just kind of haunted me a little bit. So then she followed me left and right and kept doing it through the whole show, But other than that, we did have other stuff going on backstage and stuff like that, crazy stuff.
Okay, so you've covered that kind of crazy, but I'll rephrase the question. What's like the best moment you've had on stage? Like you're like, oh my God, did that just happen?
That's just, yeah. There was this one show, I think it was I'm not sure what it was, but we did a show with Exodus, and I believe there was somebody throwing something at me, and I just looked over and I was like, what the hell was that? Like, who was, and I couldn't find the guy, and I don't know what was going on, but I definitely did not dig it, and I tried to search the guy out and stuff like that, and it just, it just blew over to where security had caught the guy that kept throwing stuff on stage. I don't know what it was for or what his motive was, but they ended up escorting him out. But there was another show we did in Dallas at this rock club, and the band I was in at the time, Scarred, the bass player and the drummer was out, and the bass player comes back all drunk and started throwing salami at me.
Salami, huh?
He was throwing salami all over the place, dude. Everybody was just smashed, and then we got into the hotel room. We were in the room, and I was asleep, dude, because I usually take off, and I usually finish the show, done, go to the room and just crash out. And he comes in, and he was, dude, I started throwing salami. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing, man? And he started throwing salami everywhere and food and all this, and I'm like, man, just pass me the beer, dude. I need a drink.
Right.
Just tons of different things, just dealing with people and stuff, so.
Okay, well, very cool. Well, thanks for sharing the stories. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Okay, so is there anything else that you want people to know about you? Anything about the new band? Anything I haven't asked you want to make sure people get from this?
No, well, pretty much we just keep an eye out for Keeping Up with the Dead. We're going to be coming out pretty soon, and we're going to come out with some new material and some songs that are just different from what I did in prior bands. It's a little darker, has gone a little heavier, but not too much screaming, but more vocals. I got a little bit more grindier with my style. And the band, it's a great group of guys. They're all good musicians, and we're just looking to perform. Like I said, by December, early January, we should be out.
Okay, well, very good. Well, I definitely look forward to the new material and make sure that you, when that comes out, you get it to me so I can get it to the other DJs and we can plaster it all over the airwaves for you.
Good deal, man. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Because we definitely will. So, okay, I'm going to have you hang on the line for a minute, and I'm going to start with this track from Keeping Up with the Dead. And what's the name of this track? Why don't you introduce the track before I play it?
I believe the track that you have is Slipping into Darkness.
Yes, that is it.
Slipping in the Darkness.
So, okay, stay tuned, everybody. Keeping Up with the Dead, Slipping into Darkness right now on RockEditRadio.com.
nevermore at last. Slipping in the darkness, reliving the past. In time I know the answers. For now I'm alone. I guess I'll see what I believe. A shattered image of what's to be. The view unknown. I guess I'll reap what I believe. Slipping in the darkness, nevermore at last. Slipping in the darkness, reliving the past. Slipping in the darkness, nevermore at last. Slipping in the darkness, reliving the past. As I lay here dying, 6 minutes of death. My life it ends and yet now begins. Well, slipping in the darkness, nevermore at last. Slipping in the darkness, reliving the